Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Soul Messenger. Sorry, take that off. Soul Messenger. Just in case you wanted to know, that's why I call this channel the Soul Messenger 369 channel, because I have my Adonada, which is Cherokee for soul tattoo, and my Angel, which is angel, messenger tattoo. Okay. Also, this is the Trinity, right? Too. An angel looks like an angel with wings. Also, coincidentally, looks a little bit like Jesus on the cross. Martyrs and all that. Yeah. Anyways, welcome to the channel if you're new. And if you're an old friend, then welcome back and thank you for returning. Um, I hope that you have enjoyed your journey with me thus far. And if not, then, I hope that you find the right reader for you. So, anyways, we're going to start with lighting our evil eye candle. We ask that our ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirit guides return to sender all negative energies and entities and intentions to the sender. Now we're going to clear and cleanse with some sage. Remember, when you're doing these things, in the last video we talked a little bit about saging. When you're doing these things, the most important thing, and really when it comes to manifestations at all, the most important thing is intention. Your intentions are what matter most in the universe, really, in how you treat other people, in what you do and how you do it. Even if you end up fucking shit up in the process, if you did it, with good heartedness and love, you know what I mean, in as your intention, but somehow everything still got fucked up, well then, you know, you're most likely not going to get karma for that, right? In fact, the universe may even help you to restore that which got fucked up, right? But when you do things with negative intentions, when you do things with intent to harm, or just complete and utter selfishness, right? And complete and utter disregard for others, um, then the universe responds accordingly. So, yeah. All right. Anyways, okay. So I am here to do an energy check-in. I have a bunch of these little, like, I don't know, cloths, I guess, whatever. And I was thinking about doing these, but I think I'm gonna do it in a separate read. Maybe after I've eaten, because I'm kind of hungry. Um, this is, and I tend to be more of an intuitive reader, and and I really just kind of go with the flow. So these more, I don't know, like set type of reads and stuff don't um they don't resonate with me all that much. So I guess I'm not your typical reader. And for some of you, that may be a good thing. Maybe you like that about me. And for others, you may be looking for something more traditional. And that's okay too. Um, Also, by the way, I am in the market for a dog. I live in a tiny house, so looking for a tiny dog. Um, for my son, we're looking for something small, thinking more like a schnoodle or a dachshund kind of thing. So if you know of any good breeders, please put it in the comments. I am definitely in the market. So yeah, something that we're going to be looking into over the next few weeks and hopefully making a decision. Okay, so anyway, so I don't know, maybe you're in the market, okay? Maybe you're in the market for something, um, looking for something new. Maybe you've decided to replace a man with a pet, which some people may see as sad and pathetic, and others may see it as wise, especially if every romantic relationship you've ever had has gone bad. Anyways, what do we want to begin with right now? What are we doing here? Give me some direction. Yeah, okay. I'm being drawn to the Intuitive Kev tarot deck. All right, so I guess we're going to start there. What do we need to know right now for the collective? If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video and on the channel, because whether or not you actually like me as a reader, it would really help me to, beat the algorithms and actually get out there and be seen by those who do want the kind of help that I provide. And it would be much appreciated. All right, what do we need to know? Also, okay, just so you know, I don't know, how often I'm going to be coming on here. Could be every day, could be multiple times a day, could be like once a week. I don't know. So anyways, the next big kind of celestial event that we have going on is a planetary parade, I believe, at the end of the month, I think. And then we have also the full moon with the 3/3 portal, and I think it's also an eclipse. After we just had an eclipse, I think we had a solar eclipse. I think this is a lunar eclipse. So anyways, just be aware that these things are happening. It's going to be 6 planets aligning. I think it's like Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and a couple others. I don't know. So if you'd like to look further into that, so you can look at what you think the energy, the universe is trying to say, with these movements and placements and all of that. Or if you just want to go find a good astrology reader, okay. Molly McCord is a good one. Adam Emblas. These are some of the people that I actually kind of tend to watch. Oh, what was her name? There's another one. I can't remember it right now. She's a young woman, plays basketball. She's very like young, like college age maybe. I cannot remember the name of her channel, but she does a very good job, and she also pulls tarot cards at the end, so you might like her. If I can remember, maybe I'll put it in the description box, a link to her channel. Anyways, okay, so what do we need to know? Okay, we have Temperance, White Magic, Four of Wands reverse, and Ascension reverse. Okay. Gonna go with this deck. I don't even know what it's called anymore. I bought it so long ago. All right, Temperance, Ace of Wands. Okay, so it's like, let me just look up more. Give me more on Temperance, please. Yeah. We have Four of Swords and Six of Swords with the Ace of Wands under Temperance. So you definitely have some angelic assistance, okay? You have angels. Um, like I said in the beginning, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, spirit guides, okay? We have Ascension reverse again. So, okay, so there is, the energy of ascension here. Maybe someone tried to block your ascension. Anyway, so okay, point is, right? You have angels assisting you. Okay. It's like Ace of Wands magic, right? Wielding magic. You may be an angel, okay, that wields magic, or you're an angel, on an earth angel, right? And you have the assistance of the angelic realms in the spiritual, and they're helping you to rest, relax, recover, okay, recuperate, and move on and release, okay, moving on, releasing baggage, getting mental clarity, peace, um, rest, okay. It's like you may have had a hard time sleeping for a long time now, but it's like now you're sleeping better, okay. And they're helping you get your new beginning, okay, after a period of turmoil and trouble, right, that you kind of had to escape from, okay. And there is there's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Temperance is Sagittarius, okay. So what else? Two of Cups, Two of Cups. Um, yeah, okay, so Temperance, it's got the Two of Cups pouring into one another, okay? So you're pouring in, you're coming into union with yourself, pouring into yourself. But also, maybe like I said, you're like an earth angel and you have the angelic realms pouring into you, okay? As you pour into them as well. So it's about giving and receiving good energy as well. Okay. So I think, talking about intentions at the beginning, I do think it's important that you be taking a moment of silence every day, or whatever the case may be, to just send and receive good energy. Okay. White magic. White magic. White magic. White magic. We have the sun reverse for white magic. So you may have been exposed or exposed yourself as, I mean, an angel is always going to do things of the highest vibration, right? They do things with the best of intentions, again, right? Um, they're also known, as, like I said before, the angel messengers, right? Messages are sent and received. So, like I said, it's about, sending and receiving good energy, good intentions, okay. And white magic, it's like someone could be down and depressed and sad because they didn't see you clearly, but now they do. You've exposed yourself. Maybe you hid, okay, a lot. Maybe because you didn't even truly understand it yourself, right? You weren't quite sure of who and what you were, or you just didn't know how to put it into words. Um, but little by little, temperance is also divine timing. So in divine timing, right, you have found your way. You have found your voice. You have solidified yourself in this energy and understanding as well. Four of Swords, understanding of what it really means. Sorry. Of what it really means to be, you know, an angel. And you work with white magic, okay? You work with high vibrational beings. You are a high vibrational being, and you are working for and with other high vibrational beings that are in the unseen, is what I will call it. Okay. Um, okay, so this may have something to do with Four of Wands reverse, with a breakup of a family, home, marriage situation. Okay, a relationship of some kind, possibly, because it was blocking you from ascending. It was blocking you from going higher, from raising your vibration. Okay. Okay. This could also be, okay, with the Two of Cups here. I haven't seen the Lovers, but if I do, I think if that comes out as well, I think that would be good confirmation that this is kind of about the twin flame journey. Okay, so you may have been in a twin flame journey that ended badly, with either a false flame or a twin flame that refused to ascend. Okay, and so you had to, you know, spirit, angels, your guides had to lead you out of that situation because, you know, it had turned sour. Um, it was not meant to be that way. The sun reverse, okay, it wasn't supposed to be that way, right? So it's like a correction, okay? The universe, the angels, they're correcting a mistake. Um, because we have free will, right? Okay, so maybe you were meant to be on a journey together with someone, but it was cut short or cut off, because this person could not get over themselves. Okay, they could not heal. They did not want to heal. Some people tend to latch on to their trauma and then it becomes who they are. They don't know who they are without it. They don't know how to operate in any way that's not based out of their trauma and wounds. We have the Knight of Cups and the Hanged Man reverse. So yeah, it's like you had a mission. Okay, you had a mission, an angelic mission, that you were kind of pulled out of, for your own protection because it got dangerous. It got dangerous, because these people were so dark. Okay, they tried to sacrifice you. Four Wands reverse. Yeah. Okay. So X. All right. Queen of Swords or Queen of Swords in the upright. So we have like X. Um, you could be an ex, right? Past relationship, divorced woman. Okay. But also it's about having clear boundaries, being independent. It's about knowing the truth, what you want, what you need, and willing to go there, willing to do what needs to be done, willing to cut out what needs to be cut out. It was a Four of Wands reverse. It was not a Four of Wands in the upright. It was not a happy home. It was not a happy relationship. It was not a happy marriage. Also with the Sun reverse, it was not happy. It didn't bring you joy. um and yes, it was lowering your vibration and causing you to descend, okay, into, let's say, the underworld, okay? But you are this white light magic being, okay? You're a good witch, all right? An earth angel. And it was causing you to sacrifice yourself, who you are, what you believe, your good vibes, for a Prince Charming, okay? For someone who rode in on their white horse and made it seem like they were everything you ever wanted and needed. And this Queen of Swords, she knows and understands, right? She's come out the other side knowing that she is all she really wants and needs. That her happiness is not tied to a man, or that their happiness is not tied to a romantic partner. And yes, this twin flame relationship it wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't progressing like it was supposed to. And with the Six of Swords here, I am getting progress, okay? So this was supposed to be, you know, progress. You're supposed to lift each other up. And you ended up carrying all of the weight in this relationship and becoming a sacrifice in the process. It's getting corrupted too, right? Corrupted twin flame journey, corrupt twin flame, fallen angels as well. You know what I mean? This person may have been an earth angel themselves and they didn't know it. And, they went down the wrong path and ended up falling from grace, being consumed by demons. And they tried to do that to you as well. Four of Wands. Oh, let me put that back. Four of Wands reverse. Four of Wands reverse. Tell me more about the Four of Wands reverse. Four of Wands reverse. Four of Wands reverse. A lot of this I feel is just repetitive, okay? I feel like we've talked about this, beaten it till it's a dead horse, okay? And we are in the year of the fire horse, so maybe that's got something to do with it, all right? I feel like we have beaten these messages, these energies to a bloody horsey pulp. And yet they still are coming out. Let me just do a little side quest here. Why do these messages still keep coming out? Nine of Wands, Five of Cups, and Eight of Wands. Because the battle is over. There's regret over the loss of true love, innocent, possibly children, family. Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, and the Moon, and the Seven of Swords, and the Hierophant reverse, and the King of Wands, and the Fool. Okay, and the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, it's just a repeat. It's just repetitive. That you had to leave and walk away in order to protect yourself, your family, your happiness, okay, possibly your children, um, from this person who tried to trap you in their world, in what they wanted, right? You had to go your own way. You had to choose a different path. Okay, you and this person chose different paths because they chose the path of descension and you chose the path of ascension. Okay, it's a King of Wands, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, who wanted things their way, who wasn't willing to humble themselves. Okay, so now they're probably going through an ego death or a dark night of the soul because what was hidden has been revealed, that they were a lying, cheating, conniving, fraudulent bastard, okay, who Hierophant reverse was not committed like they were supposed to be, like they should have been. They're realizing, like the battle, it wasn't worth it, you know, they want to communicate, but you may have them blocked. They may be being blocked by angels, ancestors, ascended masters, and spirit guides, so they can't come towards you. They can't come near you. They can't communicate with you. It's like you have been completely and utterly removed from this situation because they chose wrong. They did the wrong thing. They chose the wrong thing. Now they're, yeah, blocked. Two of Swords, blocked. They're blocked, and it's like they want to go back and change things and make things right, but you can't. You cannot change the past. The only thing you can do is learn from it to create a better future. Yeah. 10 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. They did it to themselves. They did this to themselves. They betrayed you. And in doing so, they betrayed themselves. They caused the ultimate, the most possible amount of pain and suffering upon you for at least 10 years. And in doing so, they did the same thing to themselves. What they put you through is now coming back to haunt them. I guess we're nearing the end, or we have reached the end with the 10 here. We've reached the end. And also maybe the turning point. Where this person is being forced to see themselves clearly. This person is being forced to accept, acknowledge, and humble themselves before God because they tried to deny that God existed. And now it's like God used you to prove to this person that God is real by putting them through the absolute worst possible pain they could ever experience, because that's what they did not only to you but other people. But it wasn't until till they came into your life, till they tried to do it to you, that they ran into the brick wall, the reality check that, where did it go? The King of Swords. That there is, that there are laws in these spiritual streets, right? Whether you want to admit that God exists or not, there's laws. You can't just come to earth and make a muck without consequences. There are consequences to your actions, to your decisions, to your intentions. You never had good intentions. And you caused great suffering to innocent people. And now, right, all in the name of what you wanted, doing what you wanted, do what I want. I don't have to follow the rules. I don't have to be good. I can do what I want. Well, yes, you have free will. The choice is always yours. But choose love. Because otherwise, you end up hurting yourself and other people. There are lessons that needed to be learned. Okay, I'm getting to with the ascension reverse. Okay, as you learn lessons, there is a level of ascension with every lesson that you learn. And this person was refusing to learn their lessons. And God has now had to, I feel a little bit of like, make an example of this person because they decided to be the worst of the worst. And now God is going to make them see and make them be seen as an example of what not to do. They are being forced to see themselves clearly, and that everything they did to themselves, and that all they cannot escape the pain and suffering that is ahead of them because it's already been done. They already did these things, and you cannot change the past. You cannot change what's already been done, and you cannot stop the karma that is coming for you. All you can do is try to weather the storm ahead and make better choices from this point forward. And that doesn't mean that you will ever have the chance to get back what was lost. But you might have the chance to redeem yourself before God takes you from this earth. I don't know what else to say. I don't know why these messages keep coming out. But it's what God and Spirit, the message that they want to have out. So if you have a karmic, if you're dealing with a karmic, and I just realized here, right under the temperance, which is, the 14, we have the 1 and the 4. Okay, the Ace of Wands and the 4. So 14, again, 14. That may be significant in some way right now. April 1st, okay, may be important. Or the 14th of a month, or maybe somebody's birthday is on the 14th. Or 1 and 4 break down to 5, which is a number of change, okay? Or chaos, shaking things up. Something had to be done. It's like this person was causing so much pain and chaos that they had to be stopped. And I feel like God sent you as like a warning to try to help them, like, nicely, right? And then they came for you. They tried to hurt you. And God had to remove you to protect you and then smite them, right? This is the feeling that I'm getting. Somebody is being smited by God for being such a terrible piece of shit. I want to do happier readings. We have the Star. It's like everything's going to be okay. For you, at least. And maybe ultimately, eventually, maybe 17 years from now. it will finally be okay for this person too if they heal and learn their lessons. I don't know. All right, I'm going to get out of this energy now. Maybe I'll come back and do some other card pulls. I hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope, if nothing else, it has entertained you for a few moments in time, and that if you haven't already, you will like, share, and subscribe. Bye.